Old, torn-up abandoned mansions are a staple of horror games. Creepy hallways, haunting atmosphere, and freaky monsters are usually fashioned into the mix of it. Silver Chains delivers on all these fronts while you delve deeper into the horrors of the past. Silver Chains is a story-driven game that has some frightening elements while you solve puzzles throughout the mansion and dig deeper into the mystery that has happened there. After a car wreck, Peter wakes up in an old mansion and has to find his way through it. When he goes further into the mansion, he remembers that he has been there before and he has a history with the place. Figuring out what happened is the main focus for the protagonist as he solves rudimentary riddles and dodges the sight of an unantagonizing ghoulish creature. The gameplay of Silver Chains is simple and promising until you figure out that there aren't any real perilous consequences. There is a lot more running around than scares happening here, and the slow-moving quest seems to move slower the further you get. The story that is unfolded to you in diary entries makes it seem like something more sinister could be lurking behind the scenes, but realizing that these events already happened make exploring the dusty rooms pretty dull. There are a few jump scares, but they feel out of place and random. For example, one jump scare has a doll falling from the ceiling for no reason, and another has a ghostly woman running through a doorway and straight into a wall disappearing. I was waiting for these events to have some kind of story prevalence, but it never came into fruition. The last part of the game is where I ever felt any threatening and ominous presence, but the reveal falls too short and ends too quickly for it to have any significant impact.
Jesus Christ. What happened here?
Graphically, the game holds up, and the mansion can be unsettling as you walk back and forth through the different rooms, and some story points can be uncanny at times. But before they can actually get creepy, they end. Voice acting isn't the strongest, completely pulling you out of any sense of immersion at certain points. Silver Chains tries to have some good old-fashioned horror fun, but comes off kind of cheesy in a bad way, but that doesn't make it unplayable. While the game's elements don't seem to mesh as well together as you may think they should, there is still a solid foundation here. The story has potential, and a few different beats around the mansion that I won't spoil are all good fun to be had. Overall, Silver Chains is a bumpy ride with some hit and misses, but it is an enjoyable horror game with good ideas. I give Silver Chains a 5 out of 10.
What was that?